Welcome back. You are listening to the Maryam Mkwanda show on Salam Media, and it is 12:33. I am your host, Maryam Mkwanda, coming to you live from Pretoria. Very cold Pretoria today. Yay! I hope you are keeping warm wherever you are. Joining me on the line right now is Faizaah, who is a dietitian. I'm going to be talking about foods that can boost your immune system. I mean, it is winter now, and we're going to be having a lot of colds and flu, but don't forget that we also have the coronavirus pandemic that we should worry about. So we don't know whether the cold or flu that we get might be the coronavirus. So obviously prevention is better than cure, and we're going to be trying our level best to prevent getting the COVID-19 virus. Assalamu alaikum, Faizaah. Thank you for joining me.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for having me today.
Walaikum salam. All right, so let's talk about the immune system first of all. Why is it so important to have a good and a strong immune system?
Okay, so our immune system is like our soldiers in our body, and they help to fight off infections. They help with a variety of illnesses and diseases. So the immune system is not just one cell, it's a variety and a cascade of reactions that need to take place in order to fight a type of infection. Mm-hmm. So what we talk about is we rather talk about supporting the immune system as opposed to boosting the immune system.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Okay, so what are signs of a weak immune system?
Catching colds and flus often would be a sign of a poor or weak immune system. So making sure you're eating correctly, making sure you are at healthy weight, you manage your chronic illnesses well, and you take them seriously. These are all signs of a weak immune system.
All right, so you mentioned about eating. So what foods do we need to eat to increase the soldiers in our bodies and to boost our immune system?
Okay, so it isn't really possible to boost the immune system, but we would prefer to speak about supporting the immune system and how that can be done. And we want to reduce our risk of contracting COVID-19, and we want to make sure that we also try and keep the flu at bay this year. So although you can't boost your immune system through diet, and there's no specific food or supplement which will prevent you from contracting diseases, but good hygiene practice and social distancing does make the best means of avoiding any infection. There are many nutrients that are involved with the normal functioning of the immune system, and therefore we want to encourage maintaining a healthy, balanced diet to provide a variety of nutrients in order to boost immune functioning, supporting our immune functioning, which includes things like copper, folate, iron, selenium, zinc, vitamin B6, B12, vitamin C, and vitamin D. So at this moment, I'm sure there are a lot of listeners who are taking vitamin C supplements. And that is a very good idea to take a vitamin C supplement at the moment. And you want to take a maximum of 1,000 milligrams a day. Okay, you don't want something that's higher than that. And as I said, we don't recommend any one food over another, but we want to encourage eating a variety of foods to maintain a healthy diet. And this includes lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, a high fiber diet, beans, lentils, fish, eggs, chicken, meat or dairy, and lots of plant-based fats like olive oil, olives, avocados. And then keeping hydrated is also important. So I apologize, my answer is probably a little bit different from what you expected me to say. But I think this gives you a better idea and gives the listeners a better idea of what exactly our body needs to make sure that our immune systems are where they should be, okay, and that we support them adequately.
Okay, so immune boosting supplements are quite expensive these days. So you mentioned also food that we should take. please give us some examples of these foods that we should include in our daily diet to help support our immune systems.
Okay, so supporting our immune system, we need a variety of foods, and we talk about the three different food groups. We firstly talk about the building or maintaining group, which is all our proteins. Okay, meat, eggs, dairy, chicken, fish, those sort of things. And then we talk about the foods that give us energy and fiber giving foods, which are all our starches. So breads, rice, pasta, crackers, things like that. And then we have our vegetables and fruits, which are part of our little veggie group there. And these foods are where we're going to get most of our nutrients. Okay, so this is things like spinach, oranges, different vegetables like peppers and strawberries and nachis and all the different vegetables that we have available in the shops. Okay, so what we want is in each meal, we want a really great mix of these three different food groups. So for example, it could be boiled mealies, it could be a piece of grilled fish, and it can be some grilled vegetables on the side of the plate. So our vegetables should cover about half of the plate, and starch half and proteins half. Okay, we want our starches to be as high fiber and as least processed as possible, so that we can get all those good nutrients that are really natural and are not removed from the food. And we want those, you want those as many nutrients as we can get. So now we've got a plate that's got enough vegetables, it's got high fiber starch, and it's got a lean protein. Now in the gut or in the gastrointestinal system, this is where optimal absorption will take place, because we've got some vitamin C, maybe we've got some copper, and we've got some iron from the meat, and then we've got some fiber from the starch and also from the vegetables. And this is where the optimal nutrient absorption is going to take place, when we have a little bit of everything. Okay, and that is why sometimes items like garlic pills or ginger pills and things like that don't really work, because they are on their own. And the body does require us to have a nice variety of fruits and vegetables available, and all those nutrients at the same time, so that we get the best absorption that we can get.
All right. Now, I once went to a doctor, and they told me that my immune system was weak and I had to eat a lot of veggies and stuff. And I also saw something which piqued my attention. It was immune booster shots that people can take. Is there something like that? How does it work? Is it effective?
Okay, so a lot of people do find that those vitamin B shots do work. And it does work probably because the individual's diet is so deficient and it's not balanced. So that is the instance where it would work. Like, for example, if you have a child who's a picky eater, and who mom really battles to get in a lot of nutrients, then a vitamin C supplement, a multivitamin supplement would be recommended, because the intake is really poor. Okay, or for example, people who live in really rural areas, or areas that are quite far out from city centers, and they're unable to get big variety of vegetables and fruits and foods. And for these people, again, an immune function would be immune boost. A multivitamin would be needed, because they don't have a variety of fruits and vegetables to keep their body going. So the one sign that your body is unbalanced, or your diet is unbalanced, is people who get a lot of cravings for sweet, salty, even fatty foods. And these people need to look towards their diet and criticize their diet, effectively, and look where they are lacking food groups or nutrients, and then try and supplement firstly through food, and then using something like a multivitamin.
All right. Well, that actually does make sense, because we have a lot of sugar cravings and starch cravings. And I guess when we crave something sweet, the best way to go about feeding our cravings is to grab that orange or grab that apple or some fruit that will boost. No, I'm not going to say that word anymore. That will support your immune system
Yes.
and will help with your immune system. So, are there specific vitamin supplements that we should take? I know that people always go for oranges as a good supplement. I mean, as a good fruit to take.
Okay. So peppers are really great source of vitamin C, and including like a stir fry, or stir frying them into your pastas would be a good idea. And then berries, or berries, whether they are frozen or fresh, a great source. Okay. And then also spinach. Spinach is one of those powerhouse vegetables, really great for variety of nutrients. So spinach, and you can chop some spinach into an omelette, or chop them finely into a pasta, or into even like a stew would be great. It even adds a little bit of extra color. And then a lot of the individuals in the home won't even realize it's not herbs, but it's actually spinach.
Mhm. Well, I'm happy that I'm on the right track. I've decided to become a vegetarian for a while now, just to help support my immune system. And I can see the effects of it, and it is actually working out well for me. So I'm going to continue with that. I've got my peppers, I've got my spinach, I've got mushrooms, I've got whatever I could get my hands on. And yeah, alhamdulillah, it's working out well for me. Shukran so much for your time and for the advice and the tips.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Right.
Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum. Assalam. Faizaah, a dietitian, giving us some tips on how to support our immune system. Well, you heard it for yourself. Veggies are the way to go. No, and I'm not just saying that because I've decided to be a vegetarian for a while, but because they work wonders in helping to support your immune system, and they're actually supposed to take up half of your plate. If they are not doing that, you really need to look into your diet and see where you are going wrong with that, and make it fun, guys. It doesn't have to be boring boiled veggies all the time. I've decided to make mine fun, and I also prepare my meals. So meal preparations do help, and they go a long way. I've made stir fry. So yesterday I had a veggie chow mein. The other day I had a veggie curry, and today I'm probably gonna have a couscous with veggies. So yes, make it fun. It doesn't have to be boring. Nothing has to be boring. The options are endless, especially when you take to the internet. Professor Google and Mr. YouTube, they're always there to give you some tips and ideas. Just stay with us. We will be right back.